Hello and welcome to a Paladin's Guide to Windwalker Monks. My name is Falcon, and today we're going to be taking a look at the talents, glyphs, and the abilities that a Windwalker Monk would use while leveling. I apologize for any mispronunciations of words, and hopefully we get everything right, and no one comes in the frame again. So first and foremost, let's talk about the level 15 ability, that we would pick, which is Celerity. So, good enough. Allows you to roll or cheat torpedo more often, increasing their maximum number of charges by 1 and reducing their cooldown by 5. Chi Burst is our level 30 ability, and this costs 2 Chi, has a 40-yard range, takes about a second to cast, and you summon a torrent of Chi energy to the target, dealing respectively 18k damage to all enemies and 22k healing to all allies in its path. Chi Burst will always heal the monk. While casting Chi Burst, you continue to dodge and parry. Level 45, Chi Burst, Chi Brew. Instantly restores all Chi, is on a 1.5 minute cooldown. Level 60, Charging Ox Wave. Mighty Ox in Effigy, whatever. Rushes toward the target, rushes 30 yards in front of you, stunning all enemies within its path for 3 seconds. And then at level 75, we pick up Healing Elixir. Anytime you drink from a brew or tea, you gain 10% of your total health. This effect cannot occur more than once every 15 seconds. So, moving on to talents. First and foremost, we pick up Glyph of Afterlife. We'll talk more about Afterlife in a moment. But this is a major glyph that increases the chance to summon a healing spear when you kill an enemy that gains you experience or honor by 25%, increasing it to a total of 75%. Glyph of Fist of Fury. When channeling Fist of Fury, you parry all attacks. This is good. It's about a 4-second parry time. Glyph of Touch of Karma. Increases the yardage of Touch of Karma by 20 yards. There might be other better things, but this is the one that I preferred, obviously. And then for minor, all these are pretty useful. I'm not quite sure if Glyph of Zen Flight is going to work the way it currently does, because it seems a little overpowered and crappy, but not crappy, but you know what I mean. It's cheap and it's not right, and you can see I'm using it right now. Yeah. Glyph of Spirit Roll allows you to roll while dead. Has a spirit. That's kind of cool. And Glyph of Water Roll allows you to roll over water. Easy enough. Easy peasy beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about some passive abilities that you have. Specifically, we're only going to go over the ones that are Windwalker. So, Sparring. When you are attacked by a melee enemy in front of you, you begin to spar their attack, increasing your chance to parry by 5% for 10 seconds. This effect has a 30-second cooldown. When you attack them back, sparring is amplified by 15%, stacking up to 30 times. Your mastery is Combo Breaker. Grants an X chance to jab for your jab to cause your next Tiger Palm to cost no Chi, or your next Blackout Kick to cost no Chi. Of course, your Leather specialization gives you more agility. You do have dual wielding, which you may equip one-handed weapons in your offhand. Brewing Tiger's Eye. We'll talk about Tiger Eye Brew in a minute, but more specifically, for each 4 Chi you consume through using your ability and attacks, you gain a charge of Tiger's Brew. Using Tiger Eye Brew, Using Tiger Eye Brew to consume the charges can stack up to 10 times. And last, you have your Afterlife, which is whenever you kill an enemy, that yields you honor experience. You gain 75% chance to summon a healing spear. If an enemy dies due to blackout kick, you have 75% chance to gain a chi spear. Healing spear heals you for 15% of your total health, and chi spear gives you 1 chi. Alright, let's talk about some of your abilities. I probably won't go into like specific ones for just Windwalker, but the ones you'll want to use most likely. You have 2 buffs, which is Legacy of the White Tiger, which increases your crit chance by 5%, and you have Legacy of the Emperor, which increases strength, agility, and intellect by 5%, or by $S1. Wow. That thing. Anyway, moving on. Fortifying Brew. Last 3-minute cooldown. Turns your skin to stone, increasing your total health by 20% and reducing damage taken by 20%. Last 20 seconds. They like 20s. I'm surprised it doesn't have a 20-minute cooldown. Energizing Blue requires you to be in Tiger Stance, has a minute cooldown, and generates 60 energy over 6 seconds, 10 per second, and can only be used while in combat. Tiger Eye Brew increases damage done by 2% per stack of Tiger Eye Brew active, consuming all your stacks. This gives you a 20% damage increase if you have full stacks. And I'm sure you're probably going to want to. Chi Brew restores all your chi. Detox removes a friendly poison or disease. Let's talk about your healing abilities. You have Expel Harm, which is on a 15-second cooldown and costs 40 energy. But it does instantly heal you for... Actually, it's only 1,000. It says 1,000. It seems higher than that. Maybe I'm wrong. And causes 120% of the amount healed to instantly be dealt to the enemy as damaging within 10 yards. To a nearby enemy. Yeah, it heals you for a lot more than that. I don't know why it only says 1,000. And then you have Healing Spear, which you drop a spear at a target location, and if you walk over it, it heals you for about 14,000. You can drop 3 of these at a time, but they do cost 60 energy, so you can only really drop 1, wait a few seconds, drop 2, wait a few, those are your only 2 real heals, besides your Chi Burst, which is a heal as well, basically, and a damaging ability. You do have Provoke, which mocks a target, causing it to rush towards you at 50% increased speed. So basically, you cause a target to sprint at you. I hope that works in PvP, and I hope they make that for all tanks. Tanks need that. But anyway, Touch of Karma. All damage you take is redirected to an enemy target over 6 seconds instead of you. Damage cannot exceed your total health. You have Zen Meditation, which reduces all damage taken by 99% and redirects all harmful spells cast against party members and raid members within 30 yards to come to you. Last 8 seconds. Being the victim of melee attack breaks this. So, it doesn't really do you much good if you're trying to solo. Disable a target's movement speed by 50%. If they're within 10 yards of you, they stay snared. If they are already snared and you use it, it roots them for 8 seconds. Grapple Weapon has a 40-yard range, minute cooldown. You fire off a rope spear, grabbing the target's weapon and shield and returning them to you for 10 seconds. If you steal a better main hand weapon, you deal or heal an increased 5% or damage taken reduced by 10%, or 5%, excuse me. You have Paralyze, which is your CC, which basically stuns them, or basically stuns them for 30 seconds, and if you use it from behind, it does it for 60 seconds. Any damage cancels this effect. You have your Crackling Jade Lightning, which costs 30 energy plus 30 per second, and it deals 34,000 damage over 5.5 seconds. When dealing damage, you have a 15% chance to generate 1 chi. If an enemy attacks you within melee range, God damn it. If an enemy attacks you within melee range, You knock them back for 8 seconds. Sorry. Touch of Death is a instant kill if they have less health than you and they're not a player. Roll. You roll a short distance. I don't know the cooldown. It's moderate. And you have 3 charges of this because you talented. Spinning Fire Blossom is a skill shot that costs 1 chi and has a 50-yard range. You fire off a Spinning Fire Blossom, and it shoots in directly. It's targeted in front of you, and if it goes further than 10 yards, it increases the damage by 50% and roots the target. As I said, it's a skill shot. You have to actually aim it. Kind of like a conal attack, but more difficult. You can glyph for it and make it so that it will always hit the target, or it'll hit whoever you're targeting instead. But it does reduce damage or something. Spearhand Strike is your interrupt ability. If you're facing them, you interrupt all schools. If you're not, then it only interrupts whatever school they're casting. Costs 30 energy and it's on a 25-second cooldown. Kind of a lengthy one. Your Chi Burst moving over. Spinning Crane Kick. You spin in the air, dealing X amount of damage to all nearby enemies, and you gain 1 Chi every 3 seconds, or last 3 seconds. And you continue to dodge and parry, and it reduces your movement speed by 30%. You can glyph if you do desire to make it less, or to remove the speed reduce. Pat the Fire Blossom. You create a Fire Blossom at your feet every 1 second for 3 seconds. The blossom will last 10 seconds and deals roughly 18k fire damage to the first enemy that walks over it. And you cannot create a Fire Blossom within 3 yards of another one. Fist of Fury. You pummel a target in front of you with rapid hand strikes, stunning them and dealing, like 20,000 average damage immediately and every 1 second for 4 seconds, and it evenly spreads the damage. So it's a meteor type attack. This also increases, or you parry all attacks while using it as well. Rising Sun Kick costs 2 chi. Oh wait, and by the way, that costs 3 chi and it's on a 25-second cooldown. Rising Sun Kick costs 2 chi, has an 8-second cooldown. You kick upwards, dealing 30,000 to 45,000 damage and applying mortal wounds. Mortal wounds decreases the healing effectiveness. Also causes all enemies within 8 yards to take an increased 10% damage from your abilities for 10 seconds. So you would want to use Rising Sun, get your chi back up, hopefully in time, and then use your Fist of Fury or use your Crane Spin to cause extra damage. Blackout Kick. You kick a blast of chi energy at the target. Actually, it doesn't say target. I wonder if that's AoE. I don't know. Dealing 12k to 18k physical damage. Costs 2 chi. Tiger Palm is an instant attack with the palm of your hand, dealing 13,000 damage. Also grants you Tiger Power, which ignores 5% of the enemy's armor for 20 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. You have your Jab, which is your base attack that costs 40 energy and generates 1 chi. And then last, you have your Flying Serpent Kick. You soar toward the forward, and you soar forward at increased speed. While traveling, if you use the ability again, you'll cause damage to targets that are in the vicinity of where you land, and slowing them by 75%. And actually, the last thing we need to talk about is Stance Fierce Tiger. Increases damage done by 20%, and increases the chi generated through your jab and expel harm by 1. So I guess you generate 2 chi? No, I don't think that. I don't know. But that's it. That's all the abilities. That's everything to look at. If you use this, it brings you to the mountains up here. I don't know why. I mean, there's a trainer there, so I guess that's why they don't feel like putting a trainer in each city, maybe. And then you have this, which shoots off like cool firework, gives you a little heart, says, "Hey, we love you," and that's about it. I love this class, actually. This is really, really fun. Especially the crazy amount of speed that you can get by doing this, which doesn't work when you're... Oh, no, 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 no! Yield. Anyway. So, oh yeah. Also, whenever you teleport, you do get full chi for some reason. I guess I could show off something like that. Little chi action in your face. Can we do a little cheat? No, can't do. Can we do chi burst swap? No. Can we do anything else? Can we anything? We can roll. We can roll in the air, guys. Oh yeah! And we can flying serpent kick. That's great. We'll do another one of them. All right, we're done. Have a great day, guys. Peace out.